Yeah, so we get to lunch and we're just talking about all this stuff. And like you said, I said, hey, what do you think? And now this is what we do as an agency. What do you think we should be doing to grow our brand? Or, I said, for music, it's TikTok. It's TikTok, it's TikTok, it's TikTok, and then TikTok, and then TikTok. And most people are like, oh, I don't like TikTok. I think it's dumb, or I think it's lame, or it's a bunch of dance videos. And it's not. And, the NBA and the NFL and the WWE is not doing dance videos, right? I just ran a bunch of ads this last week now that you can promote and boost on TikTok. And there's a little button that says 45 to 55-year-olds to run ads. And I'm running ads demoed to 45 to 55-year-olds because they're on TikTok. But his thing wasn't that I think TikTok's lame. That wasn't his approach. He said, look, he wants to find a way to take the audience that he's built on Spotify, which is a big number. 500,000, 500 to 600,000 monthly, listeners, right? Not subscribers.
Right, listeners,
right?
Yeah.
And so what he is saying is, before I go and jump into TikTok world, how do I find those people that are already listening to my music and curate them in such a way where I can be giving something to them in a more personal way? So that's different than saying I think TikTok is lame. He's saying I really want to focus on finding those who I know are listening to my music and reaching them and connecting with them. So I really, really liked that.
Yeah.
And so we were able to talk about that, and I heard that, I took that in, and I just kind of let it sit. Mm-hmm. This is cool. Like, I'm going to take the information, because that thing I talked about earlier where the world is completely spinning upside down and it hasn't landed yet. Everyone is a part of how the world is being shaped right now. So if 30 million people start thinking like him, that could affect even what I'm thinking about in regards to TikTok and strategy. So I'm listening. Yeah, so then we take that break, and then forgive me for my honesty, I scratched that off. We're not doing that because we just did Diamond. Yeah. Okay, boom. So now we're gonna come and finally do one of his older songs off his last album, which was Insomnia. And so we came in here, kind of white wall, kind of wanted to go more composition heavy, photo, portrait style. Didn't know what we were gonna do. It's never one take, so if you want to sit for a moment and you want to get up, you want to come here, you want to go up here, let's just...
Standing on the chair?
Let's just explore it. I just knew that the thing I love about hip hop, rap, or even singer, songwriter, solo artists is you just have them. There's not 4 other band members. You have to figure out how to get into the space. You can and I'm always pretty confident if I can just get the subject, even a subject just right in front of a camera, delivering a one take, that's powerful. And way back. So we came in here and we kind of and I think we were tired. I think the jet lag was also hitting him. But it worked because this song was much more darker and slower, and we just started composing shots. And he grabbed the chair. I said, oh, maybe you should just sit on the chair. He kind of turned around and we were just lighting and composing that. And I was only going to do a couple takes.
I was thinking we should do like 2 takes for each position and have like one low energy, one high energy.
I thought I was fine, and he was like, let's keep doing more.
Yeah, he wanted more energy.
Things never change. Some things never change.
He's like, let's do a few more. And this is where I think it gets interesting, because now within a span of a couple hours, this artist is now leading. Let's do more. I'm going to try something. Let's do another one. Let's try being in the corner. Let's try this. Let's try that angle. He's looking at the camera. He's seeing shots now. Now he's coming behind the camera. He's thinking about how he wants to be composed. Mm-hmm. And for me, that was the switch. I'm like, there he goes. He's now in charge of his career in another area. Here's one more area that he's in control. I was like, whoa, this is heavy. Like a fish to water. You could see that this was just one more part of the creative process in creating that. Once he got his feet wet, he was all in. Right? That was really cool to watch and experience.
That's what I was kind of trying to go for earlier when I got low. I asked to get super close to the camera.
Yeah. Here we are just right in here shooting that video. A room, white walls, and a corner.
That's fun, yeah.
For me, I started to notice, because I was also taking photos, like I started to notice that he was breaking through. Like I was trying to put myself in his shoes, because here he told me, he's like, yeah, I flew from New Jersey back to North Carolina. He was visiting his girlfriend or something in New Jersey. And then he comes here. So he's got this major, like you said, jet lag going on. And then he's bombarded by all these people all of a sudden. Busts out a music video. And then I feel like lunch was kind of that time for him to realize where he is and get used to what's going on. But then by the time we did Insomnia, I started to notice he was like actually setting up shots for me for photography.
Right, yeah.
Like he started to be aware of me, and that only progressed through the weekend.
Well, and the whole time you're taking photos and you're imaging. You're imaging, you're on the laptop, you're coloring, you're imaging, we're showing photos to him. That's part of what our process is. There's none of this, we'll get back to you in 60 days. We try to get people on board within literally 10 minutes. See this, see that, check this out. Already posting on social media, already doing things, him seeing things, oh, that's dope, or oh, I don't like that. Okay, let's not do that. So doing all those photos, and you think of just a photo. And he's looking at that and he's seeing that. And we're in here and his hair starts going crazy on that one take, and we're all getting photos that just looks like Chris Cornell on the front of like a Sub Pop Soundgarden album. Just, look at the cover of Louder Than Love with Chris Cornell, and then look at that picture of Paycheck. It's like the same thing. Like I wanted to make that an album cover right there. And I'm seeing those things, but that makes me, and then this is weird because then I'm thinking Chris Cornell, I'm seeing him differently. And then I don't know if any of you had a moment too, where all of a sudden, like within Insomnia, I started seeing like a Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
I think you pointed that out.
That's who I thought of instantly.
And now and then I was like, this is even kind of weirder, right?
Like that Bleach album cover.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And I was like, oh, and they were young, right? You look at those early Nirvana photos and they're young, and Ryan's young, and here it is, and so I'm having this download sort of pattern recognition of all this stuff, right? And here we are as an agency, but we see ourselves as an agency, record label, film production company, NFT, creators, like we're like just photographers, designers, communicators, brand advisors, like all that's happening, and it's visceral, and we finished that and it was like, done, day one.